Family realizes a killer is living in their vents. This is about to make me not sleep. This is about to make me overthink every little noise that I hear in my house. This is about to make me terrified to exist at home where I should be most comfortable. So let's watch it. Lock in.
What's going on here? Okay, so Ian, is Thomas Lopez staying up here?
This is the father and son who own this ranch house in the New Mexico desert, miles from...
Oh my God, they're out there. This looks fucking... I could never. This looks depressing.
Anywhere. Police believe a murderer is hiding inside their home. Thomas Lopez, a man who...
How did the police track that down before these guys? That's crazy.
Days earlier, beat his girlfriend to death.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know where he might be staying at or anything?
But what makes this interesting is that the son is in fact hiding this man. And the father is about to find out that his son is protecting a murderer inside the vents
of
his own home.
They said he might be in the vent?
Thomas, talk to me, man. I know you're down there.
We don't come over here for simple stuff.
Yeah. So what's up? She's dead.
Vent. Sus.
On the 24th of February, police were called to a hospital in New Mexico to investigate something horrifying. 26-year-old Sabrina Calderon had just been brought in, unconscious, covered in bruises, barely clinging onto life.
So her name is Sabrina Calderon.
Calderon.
Is in such dehydration that her kidneys are failing. She is too sick for even us to take care of.
And who brought her in?
I believe
Jesus.
they thought it was her dad.
What is that, would you say? Is that something from being hit?
Probably. She's 26 years old. She should not be in this condition.
Right.
Sabrina is in such critical condition that the nurses are almost certain she won't survive. But what made the hospital so suspicious is that Sabrina's injuries were that of someone who had been viciously beaten, and the man who dropped her off left almost as quickly as he possibly could. The hospital called in police, but with no leads, the cops decided to use her emergency contact info and call up her dad to see if he could shed any light on what just happened.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Calderon?
Yes.
Could you tell me what happened real quick? Why she has these injuries?
Yes,
Wait.
Thomas Lopez.
So is he the one that dropped her off? They said it was the dad that dropped her off and then just dipped? Or who was that old guy?
Here, I guess at night point. He took her over there and...
Where's over there?
It's a ranch house. He had her locked up in a room and he was just beating her. She said he was beating her every day.
Wait, who's on the phone? This guy sounds...
disturbingly simple.
Too
Apparently
chill.
A man had taken her at knife point from her dad's home and was beating her every day at a house out on a ranch somewhere in New Mexico. The cops find it extremely strange that he never contacted police, so there is some amount of suspicion to cast on him. Regardless, they ask him for
So her dad knew about this and didn't call the cops? What the fuck?
some details about the guy that he claims did this to her, knowing that if this lead hits a dead end, they know who to suspect next.
Where does he live at?
He was just going from place to place.
How did you get her?
He ended up taking her to the hospital, and I thank God for that. And dropped off and took off.
Do you know what he looks like?
I sure don't.
Okay.
Sure don't.
Say his name one more time.
Thomas Lopez.
Thomas Lopez. Okay.
Police now have a name. Thomas Lopez. The victim's father claims that Lopez was the one who both attacked and dropped Sabrina off at the hospital, which would explain why he was in such a big rush to leave.
Where do you think he resides mostly? In Carlsbad or in Portales?
I mean, he's just staying wherever he could, I guess.
It seems like Thomas is going to be extremely difficult to track down. The cops don't have a description of him.
He
He has a
vented.
common name and constantly jumps from place to place without a known address. If this guy had gone on the run, it could be weeks before they managed to find him. But that's when everything changed. Sabrina briefly woke up and found the strength to confirm that it was indeed Thomas that had done all this to her. And
Oh my
she
God.
managed to give police the address of the ranch her father mentioned. All before taking her final breath and dying moments later.
Jesus Christ.
Sabrina had just solved her own murder. Immediately, the cops head to the address.
Oh my God, they're armed.
Knowing that they might come face to face
Goddamn.
with an aggressive killer. However, there is one problem. Police haven't had time to get a search warrant, meaning that they have no right to enter the home without permission. That means they're stuck outside, knowing that
Luckily,
just
the
feet
dad
away-
is like unaware of what's going on, so hopefully he's like, yeah, go in. Like if I didn't know what was going on, I feel like I would let the police go in and check around.
a brutal murderer could be hiding.
Ian, is that you? Ian, come to the front door for me.
Hold on a second. Who is it?
It's the sheriff's office.
Let me see your hands. Come outside. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Is the dog okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rice, I got contact.
I don't have nothing.
Okay, sit tight right here, man.
I mean, this guy, yeah, he was a part of it, so he knows what's happening.
This is Ian, part owner of this ranch and good friend of Thomas Lopez. Sabrina had told cops about him and said that he could be vital to tracking Thomas down. At this point, the cops have no idea
thank
how
God
much
she was
he
able to get this
knows,
info
but they
out.
do know that his house is supposedly where Sabrina was
To
attacked.
spray fart spray in the vent, that actually is a viable option. Because, dude, I worked at Spencer's, and they sold fart spray, and it was like in a plastic, not like the spray, but it was like a fart, like fucking thing. I don't know, like a pouch that you like fucking open, and like they would open that shit, and no one would be in our store for hours. Like the manager would be so pissed because like kids would come in and open that shit, and like it would clear the store for hours, and it's like, damn, they just ruined our day. Like we're gonna have no business now.
For all they know, he could have been involved as well, so they have to be extremely cautious when dealing with him and clearing out the house.
Who's all here, man?
My father, my friend, Bugsy.
What's Bugsy's real name?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a whoopee cushion
Come on
vibe, but
outside.
actual fucking
Keep
fart
your hands
spray
up,
came out of
Steve.
it.
Hey, what's going on here?
Thomas Lopez staying out here? Or has he been out here?
Been out here a few times.
Yeah.
I'd see. Is there anybody else inside? You said Bugsy. If I can go with you at the door, can you call her outside?
Bugsy, that's
Okay.
what my mom calls me. My nickname is Bugsy. Bugsy.
Yeah, well,
Bubby.
just call it from the door, please.
Bugsy is another one of Ian's friends that happened to be staying at the property around this time. She couldn't have anything to do with the crime, but cops are still pleased to hear that there might be another witness. And
My
someone
mom
that could
calls
help
me
them track
child. That sounds like religious as hell. Child.
their suspect down.
So what we're doing, we're asking everybody to come out of the house. We're fixing to do a search.
Spencer short term for me. I worked there for like 7, 8 months, maybe.
Somebody got beat up out here.
Maybe longer. I don't
So now
know.
we're securing the house to do a search.
Might have been a year. I can't really remember, but I was there for a little bit.
See how Perry keeps looking over to Ian? It's almost like he knows something is wrong. Because this isn't the first time that Ian's brought criminals over to this house.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he looks
Something police
suspicious as
would
hell.
later bring up. With that said, Perry obviously doesn't want to give his own son up to the police, so he decides to stay quiet.
We're good. We're out here with Ian Whan and his dad, and so there's nobody else in the trailer. So both are just chilling out here right now. We're Temple.
Notice how Ian doesn't say a word. That's because he, just hours earlier, helped Thomas crawl into the vents inside his house to hide him from the cops. However,
So he
his
knew the
father
cops were
has
coming or what?
absolutely no idea.
Yeah, we're good. We're good for the next few minutes out here. Just
your warrant?
that'll work. Thank you.
Well, we don't have it right now. We're getting it. Like I said, we just
don't
came
have
here.
it? Okay, well then we don't have to
Hold
do
on.
anything you say.
We're securing the house.
You don't actually have a warrant.
No, I do not have a warrant.
Okay, Ian.
Hold on. Hold on. Come here.
If-
Come here.
I'm exercising my right.
Ian, come here so we can talk.
Okay.
If they don't
Would you
have a
mind if I
warrant,
walk-
technically he's allowed to just walk back inside and be like, I'm not talking to you? Or do you have to talk to the cops if they want to talk to you?
Inside with you, just so we can make sure there's nobody else inside.
Sure.
Okay, I will go with you. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything.
Oh, he's letting him in?
Except for just make sure there's nobody inside.
They're still not 100% sure that the house is empty. Ian mentioned someone called
Frank
Bugsy,
Gallagher and Andy Samberg.
but wasn't sure if they were still around or not. So the officer prepares to head inside and
You can play
clear
them in the
scene with
movie.
Ian.
Okay.
Because they seem pretty aggressive when you say, like, no. Like, when you're like, well, I'm just going to go inside then. They're like, come here, come here. It's like, bruh.
You mind if I flip on some lights?
Yeah, go for it, man. It'd make it easier for both of us. And you don't have anybody staying with you currently?
No.
How big of vents do they have in this house?
You know, not somebody waiting behind me.
Like, the houses actually have crawlable vents?
Okay.
Because that's always in video games, dude. Every horror game, you end up in a goddamn vent. But it's like, how often are there places with crawlable vents? I feel like, I don't know. Does every house have them?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Okay. Thank you. Do you mind if I walk in here?
Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not worried.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm not looking for anything. Just make sure nobody's in here.
The hell is that?
Yeah, it happens, man. Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Absolutely. Appreciate it. That too.
What the hell is that?
Thank you.
Across the fees filming.
Right on. Do you have just friends stay from time to time, or you have?
Yeah, once in a while. You know.
Schedule 1, literally. Dude.
From time to time, or you have?
Yeah, once in a while. You know.
Michael Scott ass TV. Michael Scott ass TV. This is actually, I say that a lot, but this is actually a Michael Scott ass TV. Like, what the hell is this? Like, dude.
I finally broke down.
Is it
and
not?
bought myself a plasma TV. Check it out.
Bro, you need
I
to be
actually hung this
squinting to
on
see
the wall
that.
myself. It's good. I want to show you something. A lot of people in the room. You need more space. Voila, right into the wall. Wow. Sometimes I will just stand here and watch television for hours. I love it.
Bro, I love
this
The
too.
Office. People hate on The Office, like, I don't get it. Because, like, I get you might not like certain characters, but there's so many good characters in that show with such different personalities. There's got to be one for everybody. Like, everybody's got to at least like one person. Like, I love Michael. Michael's funny, but I like Creed, dude. Creed is so fucking funny.
Hey. Hey.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, I'm right here.
I love The
come back
Office.
What?
You under the covers.
Nah, that's sketchy, bro. He just went around.
Let me see your hands.
Oh, what the hell?
What's up?
There's somebody under the blanket there. You under the covers. Let me see your hands.
What the hell?
It's Bugsy.
Let me see your hands.
It's not a guy. But you see it's not a guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Mind coming with us, ma'am?
Why is he acting so sketchy? You know, it's not a guy, though. It's not a guy, because there could be a guy in the vent, but it's not a guy here.
Looking for a guy.
Okay. No, she's fine.
Look for a dude.
We're not looking
I mean,
for
why
her,
was
but
she
we do,
hiding?
Ma'am, need to ask that you come outside with us.
Clearly, Bugsy isn't the person they're looking for, but she would turn out to be extremely useful to the case down the line. She's been staying at the house recently, so the cops keep her around thinking she might have
How's
seen
the
something
vent
Ian
rent?
didn't. The officer
Yeah, I
then
pay
clears the rest of the
$250. I
house
just get
and
to crawl
finds it
around the
be
vents.
totally
$250 a
empty.
month.
In the meantime, the officer outside catches Perry
Not a
up
bad
on everything
deal.
that's been going on at the house lately and what they plan to do in the search.
So you're referring to this Thomas girl, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, the
Thomas
dad's
has
about to
gotten himself into
fucking
some pretty
rat him out.
heavy at this point, so.
Yeah, but what I've seen of it, I don't care for the dude.
Okay.
He's like, fuck Thomas, I don't give a fuck. Go get him. This place, that Resident Evil 7 family? Bro, that's what it feels like, dude, when they were walking around the house, the lighting, crawling through vents.
I'm here trying to make shit right, and I apologize for my son. You know what?
No, it happens. What's up? Okay.
Not a dude.
Okay. That's obviously not the guy we're looking for. So.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
So they're fine where they are right now, but what it's sounding like is the investigators are wanting to do the entire property covered in the search warrant. So
What does that mean?
well, meaning the car's gonna have to stay here.
Okay.
They're okay in there for now, but they are asking.
The entire property.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
want to go through the barns?
Yes, sir. That's what it's sounding
We
like.
could probably go do that right now.
Well,
The well house is locked up and the barn's unlocked.
okay.
But I could take y'all on a tour if you want me to.
Yeah,
This
we're gonna
guy's
go
ready,
get the
dude.
paperwork done,
He hates
just so
this
that-
guy.
I don't
This Thomas
think,
guy.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think Thomas is hiding in the shop or something like that. But on the off chance
Oh,
that he
look
is,
at the
I don't
dog.
want him to have the ability to talk to a lawyer and say, well, they illegally searched the barn. Even if we have permission at this point, we're just going to kind of stand by and do it by the books for the paperwork, okay?
The thing is, Officer Rice was wrong thinking that Thomas wasn't hiding on the property. Had he gone looking for him on his own, things could have ended much, much worse.
Dude,
for
hell
him.
no. I don't care what I did. I am not crawling in a fucking vent system. That is so scary.
However, the day is coming to an end, and it's time for the officers to go over everything they've figured out so far. However, they can't risk Ian or Perry overhearing any of this. See if you can figure out why that might be, and we'll reveal it after this clip.
She's been living here? Probably. Did you ask her?
No, I haven't asked her expressly.
I would ask her. Because if she has been living here, she might have witnessed this. Sorry, I don't mean to be on edge, but you know.
Yeah, especially after. Yeah.
But, I guess the way to look at it, she died from that whole situation.
Oh my god, yeah. I was knowing you're being looked for too. Oh.
I'm guessing there was some internal injuries. Okay. So it wasn't like we tracked her down. It's the way it seemed. Okay.
The officers are clearly trying as hard as they can to conceal the exact details of the case from Ian and Perry. That's because detectives plan to interview them later, so the less information that gets put into their heads, the better.
What if he has to shit?
This
I
is
mean, you're
usually
either
for
holding it
two
or
main
letting it
reasons.
loose.
If they're guilty of something,
But if
this
you
stops
do
them
let it
from
loose,
changing
what if the vents turn on and starts blowing the poop air and they're like, okay, this is coming from somewhere and they track it
their
down?
answers to hide evidence based on what they know? Or if they're just
It's a dangerous
witness,
game.
it stops them from giving answers based on what they heard from the cops rather than what they actually saw, protecting their credibility in court. It should be made clear that this isn't the first time that cops have been dispatched to Ian's house. And in fact, multiple criminals had been arrested here before, though never Ian himself. He just seems to hang around with the wrong people.
Let me tell Ian.
Okay.
Hey, listen, they're
No criminal history? Well, now it's time to start.
Not take the car.
Okay. So the thing is with it, Ian, is you guys physically yourselves are not being detained, okay? Any other than I guess today, any other issues going on?
No.
Nothing? Okay. That's good, I guess.
Fortunately, no.
Yeah. Got a nice place now. You gotta be more selective about who comes out. Yes, dude, honestly, when I lived out in the county, if I had friends over and they brought somebody I didn't know, I would straight up tell them back, guys, I'm cool with all y'all. So, but him, I don't know him. And if I don't know him, he doesn't need to be here.
If you haven't noticed,
Why is he
the
smiling?
longer
He's trying to
this
be
goes on
chill,
for,
nonchalant.
the more uncomfortable Ian seems to get. And as that continues, the cops start to get more suspicious too. After having multiple criminals caught and arrested on his property, you'd think he'd start to be more careful about who comes over. That's what made the cops suspicious here.
He hangs
If he's
around with
been
the wrong
hanging
people. Yeah,
around
he
so many
is the wrong
criminals,
people.
He might feel obligated to cover up for them.
You're
That's the
hiding a
main
guy
thing on
that
the
like beat someone to death, and they like trapped her in or like had her in a room beating her like consistently. Like that is fucked. And he's helping him?
Officer's mind when he decides to bring Ian to the interview
He
room,
is the wrong
but they
people.
actually decide to wait before questioning him. They have a fairly large number of witnesses for the case, so they want to get as much information from the others first before talking to the riskiest of the group. Ideally, they'll get information that could help catch Ian in a lie and force him into telling the truth. So they start by questioning his father, Perry, the owner of the property.
Too many people coming and going. I'm getting sick of this shit.
So you were in your room. They had been there a couple of days. You heard her getting slapped. You knew she was getting slapped by the way she was sounding. You peeked out. Ian was telling her, hey, y'all need to calm, quit, or whatever he said. The girl outside, this Elizabeth chick, and some other guy gave the girl that was being slapped after she said, y'all need to help me.
But that, apparently, this is two different women. See, I thought the girl that got beat up was not.
I mean, the dad innocent. It sounds like he knows that some girl got beat up at his place. And didn't do anything about it, but it does sound like he's like trying to figure it out now.
This girl.
So innocent, definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll stay back in my
I don't think he's aware of the
beat.
situation.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was her. She was already in Carlsbad, right? Is it time for
She just barely got in Carlsbad, probably Friday.
It seems that Perry absolutely heard Thomas attacking at least one woman, but wasn't able to confirm who it was. He backs up Ian's propensity to let anyone and everyone over to the house and tells the cops that it was bound to end up badly eventually. If Perry can identify the girl that he saw Thomas hitting though, it could be a massive help for the cops, as it would mean all the evidence lines up and they can begin their search for him immediately.
Suppose we just got you got the faces mixed up? Because you don't seem sure, but you knew it was women.
I thought there's two.
There is. Thomas did beat up another girl that he has warrants out for his arrest now too. That's why he's running.
Does he beat up every woman he comes in contact with? See, I thought we was talking about another woman. I knew of this chick. The picture you showed me. I knew of her going to the ER.
I mean, if he's willing to beat up one, I feel like he's willing to beat up anyone.
I heard through the wall saying, "Y'all gotta help me," was not her.
Perry is
okay, so very incriminating. He literally heard the girl say, "Y'all gotta help me," and didn't do anything through the wall in his property. No, I'm like calling the police and I'm getting everyone fucking removed from the property.
Wow,
yeah, no, this guy's fucked up too.
To the one that they were looking for. So now there was even more reason to catch him as soon as possible, as it seems like this wasn't an isolated incident at all.
Maybe I'm confused. Because, okay, once she went to the ER, she never went back to the house, right? Okay. I'm thinking of another chick. Does that make sense?
No. But we'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right.
This whole thing is just confusing for me. I need to be more involved, I know, with who comes and goes, but, you know, he thinks he's a grown-ass man now. And Ian's gonna have to start putting his foot down about who stays at the house.
I mean, Ian might be going to jail, buddy.
Well, we need to get this man.
Perry unfortunately didn't have much else to add, so now they turn their attention to Bugsy.
There's
their
a serial
witness
abuser
who might just have the answers they're looking for.
Okay, because you might have seen or heard something that happened out there at Ian's house a couple of days ago.
Honestly, I just got there today to do some laundry, so I have.
Well, Ian says you were out there a couple of days ago whenever this incident happened. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know Thomas? The guy that's always out there with Ian and all them guys?
I mean, I've seen him a few times out there, yeah. I mean, even if I was there, I didn't see none of that.
Did you hear any of it?
I didn't.
At first glance, it seems like Bugsy might not be as much help as they anticipated. But things can change quite quickly when a witness is told just how serious the situation is. That's why the officer decides to let her in on what happened to Sabrina and see if that jogs her memory at all.
The reason we're here is because there's a girl that was with Thomas.
Her brows, yeah, they're
having complications.
They're definitely on there. Their
Thomas
eyebrows.
And Sabrina had an altercation over.
Okay.
She is now deceased.
Unfortunately for the cops, this didn't change the fact that Bugsy hadn't seen anything at the house. However, she was able to give them one piece of information that could end up proving infinitely more useful than what they were hoping for initially. She gave them the address of another house Thomas was known to stay at. Inside that house is actually another one of Thomas's victims, and the police are about to discover that he's actually a serial domestic abuser. This is crucial to build a strong case against Thomas.
Good, and yourself?
Pretty good.
Alright.
Yeah, we're looking for Thomas.
He's not here. My friend Monique, that's her boyfriend.
Okay.
She asked me to stay here because she's.
Is Monique not here either?
She went to Clovis.
Okay.
And I'm just watching.
Do you know where Thomas is?
He's not supposed to be
We just
here.
really need to talk to him.
He's not supposed to be here. We changed the locks for her.
Changed the locks for her.
She's really scared of him. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Damn.
We changed the locks for her.
Okay.
She doesn't have a phone.
Was she battered a while back?
Yes.
Is that what that... Do you mind if we just make sure he's not in the house?
That's fine.
Jamel.
What's that? I'm a friend.
But
Damn it,
nobody
she
else
just
is in this
swept
house?
too, and now they're bringing their outside shoes inside. Come on.
The only thing is that she called me, so she was scared of him.
Uh-huh.
What is this couch setup, dude? Bro, imagine like you're all sitting here. This person can't see the TV. This couch, you have to be looking fucking sideways to see the TV. They gotta rearrange. Maybe they were rearranging because she was sweeping. I don't know. Maybe they were deep cleaning.
For her, he took her phone.
Oh, he took her phone?
When you're saying her, who are you talking about?
Money. She hasn't been here all day. I can't stay here for her.
But she
Feng
still lives
shui
here.
all fucked.
She hasn't had contact with him. That you
Rate
would
the
know
room?
of,
F
pretty
tier,
much
dude.
nothing
What
to
is
do with him.
this?
How long ago
What is this big ass lamp?
was their incident that happened?
That was yesterday. But she called me and told me to come change out her locks because she's scared me.
It turns out this is the home of the other girl that
I bet Thomas
had
set the couches up like that. That's why they changed the locks. They're like, yeah, he fucked up our whole shit. We can't move the couches. They're too heavy. We changed the locks. He keeps coming in here and rearranging our shit.
Been beating, which, if anything, is worrying the cops even more. Since we know he's not limiting his violence to one girl, it would
God
make
in
sense
America,
if he's hiding
baby.
out
God in
here
America.
waiting for this girl to come back home. The homeowner, however, is telling the cops that he's not here and she's not seen him for days.
Is she working or where is she at?
She just got out of rehab. And so she went to Clovis with her daughter.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's what I mean.
It was about 7:30 yesterday.
Does he have any friends around here that we know of? That he hangs out with? Family?
Of him because she's my friend.
Uh-huh.
But I know she don't have nobody who terrorizes her.
Do you think he still has her phone?
Oh, he does.
Get that number.
He does have her phone.
The officers continued to search every room in the house as well as the attic, but weren't able to find him anywhere. According to everyone they talked to, Thomas had gone off the grid and was nowhere to be seen. But there was still one person they hadn't talked to.
Oh, shit.
The one person that they knew was acting strange from
Let's
the
see if they
very
break him.
beginning. Ian Whan.
See if they could
anyone
crack
was
him and
going
get
to
the
know where
info.
he was, it was going to
Or
be
break
Ian.
him. Dude, the word crack, like, now being used in a different way has thrown me off.
So later that night, they brought him into the
I
interrogation
don't know if I'm just
room
old,
for
but it's hard for
hopefully-
me to start using crack in the term of, like, sex. Yeah, but, like, crack the case, you know? But then when you say, can they crack him, it's like, are they going to have sex with him?
The last
in
interview
2025.
that they need in this case.
They're
I'm
cameras
learning,
are
guys.
down,
I'm
so
old
using
and I'm
this one,
learning.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll explain to you why we're here talking. You're not in any kind of trouble, okay? You're not in any trouble. You have any idea why you might be down here?
Well, yes.
You mean crank? No, crank means, like, cranking my hog. That's a whole different thing.
Because of the fight or whatever, I guess, that Thomas had. Right?
You know anything else about it?
No.
Remember, Ian hasn't been told any details of what actually happened yet. He doesn't know that Thomas killed Sabrina, or even that there was a physical exchange. But that's all about to change in just a few moments.
Tom, let's talk about Thomas Lopez. When's the last time you seen him?
It's been about like a day or so.
A day or so? What about his girlfriend Sabrina?
About a day or so.
Okay. What happened between Sabrina and Thomas?
I just like heard an altercation. I didn't like see anything. I just heard them screaming at each other enough to where it alarmed me.
Were they inside your house?
Not
when they
enough
did
to
that?
call the
When they
police,
were screaming?
apparently.
Okay. Was there anything physical going on, or just screaming? Did you see anything physical? Did you hear anything physical? Did you hear her yelling stop or him stop or anything? No. So whatever you heard screaming and stuff, where were they at?
Like, I guess it would be like down towards the kitchen area. I don't know. I heard them yelling and whatnot, and I went out there and I was like, "Hey man, are y'all okay?" And they were just like, "Yeah man, fine," you know.
And what did she say?
Nothing.
It's clear Ian was around when the fight happened, but it seems like he didn't realize how bad things had actually gotten. Apparently, Sabrina was actually
Lock him
crying
up.
when he
He's
went to
guilty.
talk to them, but he just figured it wasn't his business and went back to sleep in his room.
Bruh. Oh, this is the same TV we talked about earlier. I was going to say, what is up with all these small TVs? It looks even smaller from this angle. That is crazy.
Do you know what the fight was about?
I don't. And honestly, I've got so much stuff of my own crap. Like,
okay, when's the last time you heard from
Yeah,
Sabrina?
he's got his own shit going on. Like, let me get out of here.
like I'm not making this up. Like,
But she was. That's Thomas's girlfriend or whoever.
I don't
TV
even
for
know
ants.
that. Like, I just know that there was an altercation between. I don't even know if this Sabrina is. If this is who like
messed up teeth.
I'm assuming that's who it was.
So that day that whenever we went out there, was it the same chick?
As the officer mentioned earlier, Ian has a habit of
Is that how
letting
you
people that he
described her?
barely
Messed up
knows
teeth?
stay at
That's
his
fucked up.
house. But it turns out this is a recipe for disaster. Since people know he likely won't get involved in their business, they see this property as an area out in the middle of nowhere where they can do whatever they want with no eyes on them at all. Initially, this only resulted
up,
in
chicken
smaller
toes?
crimes, robbery, or drug possession. But this time, it turned into something much more serious, and Ian is now about to find out exactly what happened.
He kind of looks like Markiplier.
No.
Is it just me?
Last time we don't.
That
we
sees
don't
that?
Pull over here for simple stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you told me that. So what's up?
She's dead.
You're kidding me. What happened?
Bad acting.
You know?
Well, from what she told us before she died was that she was getting her ass beat by Thomas over at your house, in the barn with the golf club.
Died?
And so whenever you heard him arguing, when he just said he was getting pretty rough with her, what did you see him do?
Like just slapping her.
Slapping her. Well, I just trying to
Leave
figure out what
Markiplier out your mouth.
happened.
Listen, I don't mean to be disrespectful and bring Markiplier into this shitty guy's life, okay? But they do kind of look. He looks like a young, like, skater version of Markiplier.
Well,
I'm telling you,
if he was in your house, you didn't know, so we can get him.
From the very beginning, cops figured he knew a little more than he was letting on.
He's sus.
Now he knows exactly what happened, how serious it was, and what the consequences will be if he doesn't give up everything he knows. Not
Mark
only
is
will
better
he be
looking? Oh, of
implicated in the
course.
crime, but if Thomas is
handsome
on
as
the
hell.
property and he ends up harming an officer, that will be his fault. The question is that enough for him to turn in his friend?
When's the last time you seen Thomas? What even?
Okay.
Is he at your house?
I don't know.
Where did he hide in your house?
That was the most non-convincing I don't know I've ever heard in my life. I don't know.
Trying to get him. Where would he go hide inside? We're over there. Okay, the house is secure. We're gonna search warrant for it. Where would he be hiding? If he's in your house, where would he be at? You don't want that problem.
Little Dicky looking ass. Okay, he looks more like Markiplier than Little Dicky though.
No. Like I didn't know.
Have you seen Thomas?
Dead.
Have you seen Thomas today? Tell me the truth, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not that hard.
When you seen him?
I have a question.
In the house.
Okay. Was he there when the cops got there just a while ago? Ian.
Can we take the? Just. Can we take that?
This is Ian's ultimatum. Ian had been put in a scary position. He knew what the right thing to do was, but he was also terrified.
He's gonna
of this
crack. He's
footage
about to
getting
crack.
out. Amongst the people he hung around, he didn't want to be seen as someone untrustworthy.
Well, now it's out to 8 million people as of a year ago.
Asked for the camera to be turned off and told the detectives the truth. Ian admitted that Thomas was at his house. In fact, he was hiding in the vents.
This guy just outed him. They're like, we'll turn the camera off for your safety, and then this guy uploads it on YouTube. They shut the camera off, but he did tell them everything that they needed to know.
Apparently, that's where he was the whole time. Now the cops knew exactly
Oh, hell
where
no,
he
I would
was,
not vent there.
but
That's
getting
scary
to
as
him
hell.
would be no easy task. To arrest him, they'd have to try everything they could to make contact with him, or else get into the cramped vents with a known killer.
Oh my god, imagine having to go in there and crawl in there for him. No, there's got to be a way. They could, like... Yeah, the fart spray it, dude. They gotta fart spray it. I think that's the safest way. I think smoking him out, could fuck him up. He can't get out. He's, like, coughing. It's bad. He could die. Fart spray, though? It's just bad and uncomfortable.
Right. I mean, he knows we're here. Yeah, I assume he knows we're gonna come back. I guess. I don't know.
In the interview, they said he might be in the vent.
Yeah. That's
Tear
what they're
gas,
claiming.
though, might make it, like, hard for him to find his way out. Like, I don't know how deep in he is.
What Ian is claiming is that he might be.
So if he's in a vent, the only one large enough for an adult that I know of is when you go in, there's a hallway that goes all the way to the back of the house. There'll be a blanket in the hallway right now that covers it.
As we go in, still clear all the little areas that we go past. I don't want to get fixated and have him come in behind us.
Yeah, if you hit that vent, downside is you'll have 2 rooms to clear in the hallway before the vent. So the last door is literally next to the vent.
We'll figure it out if anybody sees something weird.
Several cops made it to the scene a few minutes earlier and have
Nah,
managed to locate the
just,
vent.
like, take an actual turd and, like, a fresh turd and just throw it in there like a grenade. Have you ever smelled, like, poop with no water, dude? Have you ever shit in a toilet with no water? It's bad. So just imagine the vents.
They think he's hiding inside of.
Thomas, this is the Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office. Come outside.
Yeah, I've shit. You've never shit in a toilet with, like, minimal water? Like, where, like, the water, like, it doesn't fucking, like, cover the turd? Like, you've just never been in a shitty bathroom like that before? Am I the only one? Dude, I've been pooping in for fucking damn near fucking 50 years. You've never encountered, like, a terrible toilet? Porta potties, yeah. I mean, porta potties are better than some toilets I've been. Like, there's been some toilets with a low water level. And it's like that shit just hits the porcelain, and it's like the smell. Oh, it's bad.
He's not answering.
You try. He might answer me. Let him know if he doesn't respond. Just to come out.
Yeah, like some random gas station bathroom or some shit.
Look around.
You guys got to experience it. It's fucking crazy.
Deputy Bachman. Come on out, man, with your hands up. Know you're down there.
Is that the vent you went in, or this? It's got a huge culvert. I saw it. It goes down. There's no access back there.
Yeah, maybe like airplane bathrooms. Do airplane bathrooms have water in the toilet? I can't remember.
Because Ian had the screen. He puts the vent back on, so he knew he was down there.
The officers are right. The vent cover couldn't have been put in place from
Shake
the inside.
Shack bathrooms are your
so
fave?
Ian had to have helped
I
him
like. Oh
hide.
my god, look at the photo they did him dirty with, dude. I like Chipotle. Usually has like one person bathrooms, which is good, especially for a place like that, where like poop is being produced actively.
But they'll figure out what to do about that later. For now, they need to figure out a way to get Thomas out of the vents. To start with,
The best
locate
bathroom
his
of all time though is Bucky's. I don't know if you guys ever been to Bucky's. The Bucky's bathroom. I don't know if I can find a picture. Yeah. This is like a Bucky's bathroom. Like, I'm telling you, like, look at all these. First of all, like, you can go here or you can go all the way over here. You don't have to be near each other. And then they have like actual little rooms to go in. And there's a lot. There's like 50 plus fucking options. Awesome place to poop and pee
and they
on a
came
road
up with a
trip.
creative solution to
And
do
they have good
this.
food.
He was right there.
Yeah, Beaver swag.
How far, approximately?
He's all the way at the far end down there. And that other vent there.
Just trying to see if there's a mirror.
I got a good point. Just needs duct tape and a mirror.
There's probably duct tape in the garage.
You take a phone and flashlight.
You went to one once, but you didn't have to use a bathroom. I'm telling you, next time you go, load up a poop before you go in.
Just confirm.
It sounds far-fetched, but after pointing a phone and a torch deep into the vents, they were able to confirm precisely where Thomas was.
Bro, he's just... You gotta know you're caught at that point, right? They hear them talking, looking around in the vents.
The problem was, he still wasn't responding, and they certainly didn't want to get in the vents with
Bro, would you crawl in that? I don't care what crime I committed. I'm not crawling in that.
him. So while another group of officers checked the outside to ensure he couldn't escape, the cops tried desperately to reach out to him. But quickly, they started to get concerned about something else entirely.
Did I film Jake's Bucky's videos? Yeah, I did, and I pooped before I did it.
If you can hear me, man, answer.
That was the first time I pooped in a Bucky's.
Down there. We saw you in the pictures. Answer me. Just let me know you're okay, man. Are you okay down there?
Oh, he might have died in the vents.
Yeah, no, man, that's not at your door. Like you would think that he'd shuffle a little bit. I haven't heard him.
Well, it looks like he moved since.
Yeah, but like no noise, nothing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Señor López, estoy invitado a la oficina de sheriff. Estoy abajo de arreste. Necesitas levántese ahorita.
Bro,
Thomas
say
had
he
been down
died in
for
there?
hours now, possibly
Say he died in there? How the fuck do you go in there and get him? Hell no.
even days. The cops know he's there, but they
I'm
haven't
leaving
seen his face.
I'm leaving that as a punishment for fucking Ian or whatever his friend is that let him stay there. I'm like, all right, listen, he died down there. You're gonna have to get him out. Otherwise, you're dealing with the smell. Good luck.
Any movement whatsoever. They're fearing the
He
worst,
chose
but they
that.
still can't risk going down there with him. That's when one of the officers gets a genius idea.
He beat a significant other. He beat like 3 of his significant others, and one of them he beat to death. He's a horrible guy.
Okay.
If you have a fogger or you have pepper spray,
Yeah.
I would introduce it down there.
You want to do the same thing with a video?
It may make him uncomfortable enough that
Pepper spray?
that's gonna make you cough.
Yeah. So now it looks like he's facing us.
Hey, his head's up here for sure.
Yes, he went in feet first.
Yeah, because you don't want him to crawl, so I would introduce it over there too. Pushes them this way.
Yeah, just on that side.
They're planning to shoot pepper spray into
Oh
both
my
ends of the
God.
vents, forcing him out. If he was to stay inside, he'd end up choking and writhing in the pain the gas caused.
That's the thing, though. It's like if they're pepper spraying him, he's gonna end up choking down there with a loss of like less oxygen down there or whatever. I feel like it could kill him.
Turns out, this
Which is like, I
plan
don't give a fuck if he dies. He's a piece of shit. But if they're trying to get him out alive,
was so smart and terrifying to Thomas.
that's why I'm saying
that
fart
they
spray's
wouldn't
better.
even have to put this into action.
Hey, come on out, man. Dude, come on out. What did I do?
What?
Come out.
Oh, what do I do or what did I do?
I'm a little scared, dude. No, there's nothing to be scared about. Come on out. I've been beat up by the cops before. I understand, but nobody's.
He's worried about getting beat up. How fucking ironic, this pussy. Oh my God. I don't want to get beat up by the cops. Bro, you're getting under arrest for beating people to death.
Yep, we'll get you something to eat. Go. We'll get you some.
Good there. She's gonna be 75. Got some dirt in there. You want to take the hood off so you should go?
The concept of being stuck in the vents with the pepper spray was just too much to Thomas, and with some convincing, they were able to get him out. The ideas and tactics used in this extraction were far from textbook, but they were incredibly smart. Now they just had one more job to do: interrogate Thomas and finally figure out the truth of what happened to Sabrina.
Move all this over here, okay?
You speak English or Spanish?
Both.
Okay. You want
Preferably English, though.
preferably English, and we'll stick with English. So listen to
We
me.
are in America.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, what we are here for is what happened with Sabrina the other night. That's what all this is about.
There is an enormous amount of evidence against Thomas. Remember, everyone involved in the case has pointed the finger towards him, including the murder victim herself. But that doesn't mean he's not going to try and defend himself, notably without the presence of a lawyer. The story he chooses to go with, though, isn't the most convincing.
Oh no, what's he gonna fucking try to
talked
say here?
Sabrina, okay, she told us what happened to her. Okay, I need you to be honest with me and tell me the truth. Okay, were y'all guys fighting that night?
It was just an argument, that's all it was. We weren't fighting. We didn't get physical.
How many times did she hit you?
I don't want her to get in trouble, sir.
Okay, how many times did you hit her?
I didn't hear her, sir. We just bumping each other, like, you know what I mean?
Did you shove her down the steps for her to cause those injuries?
I would have showed her. That's my kid's mom, but...
Y'all guys have a kid together?
Oh my God.
So tell me what happened in that bar.
That's when she fell. And sir, we went back there and argued because we didn't want to be arguing in that house.
He's going the fall down the stairs route, dude. That's like not even like... Bruh. He's really doing the fall. She fell down the stairs. That's crazy.
I know, because I don't have nowhere to live. But
Apparently, they went out to the barn because they didn't want to argue in the house, and Sabrina slipped and fell down some steps, causing all of her injuries.
You guys are arguing, okay? And it did get physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened, right? Is that what you're telling me? It got physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened.
I was just kind of like, we got in each other's face about it. Like,
was that the same night you took her to the hospital?
I mean, it was ongoing for like a couple of days.
So you guys were just like basically arguing for 2 days?
Pretty much.
When was the pushing and shoving?
I want to say pushing and shoving. We just kind of...
The chest bump or whatever you want. Yeah, when was that?
That's during that night when she fucking fell.
Okay, so you guys do this chest bumping.
We don't argue.
How stupid does he think they are? That's crazy.
Thomas is also claiming that he didn't hit her or even push her around. The worst they did was get into each other's faces and bumped each other's chests. As I'm sure you're aware, that's not exactly consistent with Sabrina's injuries or what she told the police. But Thomas's story gets even more unbelievable as he continues.
So then you guys go out to the barn. What happens next?
I know, like if you're hiding in the vent, once you get caught, you got to be like, okay, if I get caught, I just have to confess everything. Because it's not like you're like hiding in the vent and then didn't do anything. Like no non-guilty person has ever entered a vent.
Just sitting there, just smoking a cigarette and stuff. We're up there.
It's a very sus action to do.
Upstairs in the barn, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in that loft. We start up there and then she starts coming back down and she fucking loses her footing as she goes down the damn steps.
So when was the
I picked her up, walked her to the house, and she's like, well, if I can't bear it no more, then I need you to take me to the emergency room.
So when was the chest bumping or all of that? Where was that at?
It's kind of in the beginning. We got in there, then that's when.
How'd she fall down the stairs?
She lost her footing, I guess. Like, you look at the stairs and there inside that place, there's a big ass gap between each. It's not constructed pretty good. It's like some shit somebody just put together. Like,
Are we talking from the top all the way to the bottom?
It's like halfway, maybe towards the bottom. She lost her footing.
Okay.
All kind of junk and stuff that's in that barn.
Yeah.
So, not only did Thomas not have anything to do with her injuries, but when she got hurt, they'd already made up. He believes that this story has explained away why Ian will have heard shouting in the house, why they went out to the barn, and why Sabrina got such horrific injuries. This is why it's so important that detectives keep as much of the evidence as possible secret. He's constructed a story that technically covers up all the evidence that he thinks exists, and while it's not comprehensive, it would definitely make proving his guilt in a courtroom slightly harder. But it doesn't explain a huge number of other things, like how the injuries were sustained by a golf club or the drugs Sabrina said he injected her with. Both things he doesn't know the cops know about. And in fact, he was never able to explain these other things away. There was simply too much evidence for Thomas to deal with, and he chose to plead guilty at his trial. Nurses from the hospital told the jury that Thomas had initially told them she'd fallen down the stairs too, but Sabrina immediately refuted this claim when she woke up. She said he'd hit her multiple times with his bare fists, struck her multiple times full force with a golf club, and had her tied up to a chair in the barn for a large amount of time.
The cop
while
beating
this
him up.
all
I know, it's so
happened.
hypocritical.
Even worse, she said this had been going on for around a month, and for the entire time, she felt as though she had been held captive. Obviously, there wasn't much Thomas could do against this defense, and he was convicted of murder, kidnapping, and resisting an officer.
For life?
He was sentenced to 18 years behind bars.
That is not enough. 18 years? Bro, that's not shit. That is absolutely not even like anything. He's gonna be out, like he'll be alive and shit. You gotta get life. Like that is, it's not even like, that was so intentional. He was like beating her for months and multiple girls. That's crazy. Dude, he got off easy. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like actually kind of like easy. Like that's tame. Hopefully he has a terrible prison experience and, you know, is in there forever.